All right. Welcome to the next episode of Orioles Franchise here in MLB The Show 24. I'm sorry, 25. How's everybody doing? Let's wear the orange tops. Okay. So let's I want to get Gary in the lineup. I want to get Kerstad in the lineup. So how's everybody doing? Let's see if we can sweep the Twins. If you didn't check out the last episode, be sure to do so. If you ask me, the last two innings of that game are worth it.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
Trying to claw back above 500.
Well, Siggy, today we get
Edouard Julien.
One of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable. Yeah, one of the toughest outs in the league right now.
He's killing me.
Because this guy's about to put on a show.
He has been a thorn in my side.
Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Dean Kremer. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels.
I agree. Dean Kremer is a pitch-to-contact pitcher. He's either very on and on top of his game, or he gets hit around. There's very little in between with Dean.
We'll see what he's got in this one.
Willie Castro leading things off the pitch to strike.
First pitch, 12:35.
That one off the mark, and that's ball one. And that's too high. Next pitch misses. They're now 3-1.
3-1.
For the Orioles, it's about finding ways to win series. I do subscribe to the Buck Showalter theory. You don't need to win every game. You need to win the series. The Orioles have already won this series.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. Swinging a foul out of play.
Jose Miranda.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
0-1 now. Fought off foul. Rolled to short, could be two.
No shot at two.
Over to first in time. One out in the top of the first.
Batting third.
And now we take a peek at the Twins.
There you see the Twins lineup.
They do a lot of things well in this offense.
Correa, Royce Lewis, and Wallner are the two hitters that actually scare me. Them and Jeffers.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organization.
So even though
Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice when it doesn't matter.
Edouard Julian's been killing me. He's not somebody that scares me.
The organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field.
And a run is going to score.
He scores.
Twins up 1-0.
That's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Rolls Royce Lewis.
And at first, one away. In the dirt, but kept close. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. Slings to first in time. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Line drive and base hit. Correa on his
Over the head of Mountcastle, and it's 2-0.
It's an RBI single. It's 2-0. So 2 down. Here's Byron Buxton. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt.
Got him.
In time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Twins.
Beautiful
2
shot at
and
Camden
the
Yards.
Orioles nothing. And we're back. Getting the nod on the mound, Chris Paddock. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better
Leading
when
off for
things
the
get
Orioles,
tough.
the
Yeah, his
shortstop,
batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So
Anderson.
we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Gunnar Henderson leading things off and takes the strike.
If the season were to end now, Minnesota would hold the 3rd wild card.
Go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning.
Base hit.
Back up there while they're hot.
That one's
And
sizzling
here
on its
come the
way
Orioles.
through the outfield. And the leadoff man aboard.
batting second, designated hitter.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And that one is inside.
1 ball, no strikes.
There you see Adley's numbers early in the
On
year.
at first, nobody out.
Hey, now let's go.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feet, here's 1. And that's 2.
And he hits into a double play.
Down the third base, Jordan Westburg. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And ball 1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Wood! 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering, popped in the air, right field. And it falls. And
Base hit for Westburg.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. With the way defenders
Here's
track
Gary
down balls these
Sanchez,
days,
who
both
has
from
been
the
a
infield
pleasant
and in the
surprise
outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on
for the
balls hit
Orioles.
like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
2017 Silver Slugger. 8 years ago, though.
Not
One
close
ball,
with
two
that
strikes.
one. And the count is 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the
When he
0-2
was
high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect
That's a
this
ball.
hitter. even
Making
though he's
people in
behind
New
the
York
count.
swoon over him like he was the next great Yankee catcher.
And the right-hander deals.
We got a full
Great
count.
RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball
That's
4
ball
to
four.
a
Runner,
board.
take your base.
So close to getting out of it right there, but
Batting
this inning
fifth,
still has
left
life.
fielder,
First and second,
Heston
2 outs.
Kjerstad.
Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's inside.
Ball, that's in.
Kjerstad went deep in his most recent game.
Hike one.
First and second, 2 down. Here
One
in
and
the
one.
third and final game of the series. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw.
Off the glove and
Well, back with
RBI double for Heston.
As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Ryan Mountcastle. And that is out of play.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
there you go, base hit. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. The Orioles are in the lead.
Just so sound in his
Mountcastle with a 2 RBI single.
side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser, went deep in the ball game last night. That one catches the zone. 1-1.
3-2 Orioles.
Squirts away a little bit. Fights it off. You'll see another. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Curve in the dirt.
They've got him working a little harder in this first
1-2.
frame than he anticipated.
Goes down looking. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Second
Let's
inning coming
go.
up from Baltimore. It's the Orioles 3 and the Twins 2.
Mountcastle with a big 2 RBI.
Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off for the
Now
Twins,
it's going to be
catcher,
Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers.
Kremer back to work. That one out to right. Cowser makes the grab. And there's one away.
Batting 8th, left
Here's
fielder,
Trevor Larnach.
Trevor Larnach.
3 for 8 in the series coming in. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Caught way too much plate.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. A plate
0-2.
umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Bill, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Mullins is there. He's got it.
Racing over to make the catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run.
Edouard
Feed off the
Julien.
energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Edouard Julien stands in now and watches strike one.
0-1.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Kerstad got there. A nice shutdown inning for Kremer after the offense gives him some support. I love these shots of the outside of the ballpark. Chef's kiss.
Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Into the
off for
box
the
for
Orioles.
Baltimore.
Jackson Holiday.
Short of the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul.
Jackson Holiday.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Leadoff man retired.
It does make me feel old that so many players that I grew up watching, the Vladimir Guerreros, the Bo Bichettes, Craig Biggio, Matt Holliday,
Cedric Mullins.
Bobby Witt,
And first offering is
their
foul.
sons are now in the big leagues.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
0-2.
One out, base is empty.
Two things I will probably never do in this game, as much as I would like to. I'll probably never win a batting title. And I will never, with any one individual player, lead the league in walks.
Strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
He's really settling in and getting a feel for his
I'm honestly amazed that I'm so far over 300 with Gunner.
Keep this streak going.
Well struck left field. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for two.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together.
12th double of the year.
He's rewarded with the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Stepping in, Adley Rutschman. Little chopper rolls foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half, inning number 2. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
He's third on the Orioles in hits.
Breaking ball,
One ball,
misses
2
down
strikes.
and away. Close,
That's
but
a ball.
call the ball. The count now 2-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Buxton sizing it
Pops him up.
Drops into the glove, and that's the third out.
Byron Buxton's there, and the Orioles
And it remains a 3-2
squander a runner in scoring position. But they are squaring up Chris Paddock pretty well.
Back here in
Leading
Baltimore,
off for
this is
Minnesota,
Willie
the
Castro.
designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Castro goes 6'1", 27 years
0-1.
old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
He made the All-Star team last year?
The 0-1
One
is
ball, one
outside,
strike.
and it's a ball and a strike.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Did he really? Yes, he did. Bravo.
Two and one.
Strike two.
2-2.
Next pitch
That's
is
a ball.
outside.
Full count.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Pops him up.
Henderson.
Gunner is there. He's got
The
it.
catch for the out.
Now batting,
And
first
now
baseman,
Jose
Jose
Miranda.
Miranda.
Grounded out his first time up. Check
Yeah.
swing, and he went. Strike
0
one.
balls, 1 strike.
Ouch.
He's hit.
I think he's getting hit whether he tries to get out of the way or not. That's
That
just
was
gonna
not
be
intentional.
him out of the pitcher's
Carlos
hand.
Correa.
And here comes Carlos Correa. On the ground to first, could be 2. Throws to Henderson. Return throw to first.
Beautiful double play.
That'll do it. So they make short
Let's
work
go.
of it. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 3 and the Twins 2.
The one thing that I have always struggled with in this game is managing the bullpen and deciding when to pull a starter.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the Orioles.
I don't do a good enough job taking my time, looking
It's
ahead.
Baltimore, Jordan Westburg.
Bird.
The wind of the pitch. Ball 1,
That's a
no
ball.
strikes.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this
1-0.
guy. This third inning is so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team
Oh, yeah.
a little bit of length in this one.
1-1.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field.
Good contact,
Makes the
but
catch.
an out.
1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
And Gary Sanchez at the plate. Walked his first.
Sanchez worked a walk.
Oh, he doesn't get
ball.
the call. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Ooh. I'll take it though.
Ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 2 and 2 now.
A lot of
2
times
balls,
you'll
2
see a
strikes.
pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters
No, that
just can't
missed.
lay off of it.
Full count.
And that's ball
Ball
4.
4.
Tried another slider, but he missed the plate.
Well, they opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that
Now
3-2
batting,
with the
left
bases
fielder,
empty. Nice pitch. The guy's got to work out his stretch.
Kerstead,
Ball,
the next
that's
to
up.
hit, takes ball 1.
I feel like I got to move O'Hearn or Mountcastle to make
Next offering is fouled back.
room for more at bats for Kerstead.
Sanchez stands at first with 1 out. That's down and in.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat
2-1.
after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Base hit.
Nice piece of hitting by Kerstead.
That
2 for
puts
2
the runner
now.
Hold on at second, 2 on with 1 away.
All over that one right there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
And a foul ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. In the air, out towards right center. Buxton on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. And the batter now.
Here's Colton Kelter. Kelter.
First pitch,
No, that's
and
low.
he just
Ball.
misses. Action in the pen down there. Louis Varland appears to be getting ready.
Louis Varland.
I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. He was late there, strike one.
I think he was sitting on speed.
1-1.
Would not be his major league debut.
Ground ball to
Base hit.
Base hit. Round third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
You're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Buxton got him.
Pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base into the outfield, but an excellent
That
job
is
of
the
coming up with it,
disadvantage
getting rid of it quickly,
of having
and
Gary
throwing
Sanchez
on
in the
money.
lineup
That
is
great technique from
the
start
lack
to
of
finish.
speed.
Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take
for
a look at how the
Minnesota,
series has
third
played out so
baseman,
far.
Royce Lewis.
First offering, and it
Ball.
just misses.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate.
To say that
They're chasing
Royce
a lot of
Lewis
pitches outside the zone, and
is
those
one of the
chases are
Twins' more
turning into a
dangerous
bunch of
hitters would be an
outs. Can they
understatement.
turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. And that one away.
There's the second strikeout for Kremer.
Went up to him. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And he swings through that
1 and 2 is the count.
Got him.
one. 2 in a row.
Now batting,
Next to
the
hit,
center
Byron
fielder,
Buxton.
Byron
0 for 1
Buxton.
so far. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
You got to wonder, this is a guy that has been so torn apart by injuries in his career. He's one of those, what if he'd have been able to stay healthy? What if he'd have been able to play 150, 145 to 162 games a year for his career?
Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Next off
Count is full.
is down low.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And that's ball 4. Tried another splitter, but missed the spot.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're
Up
trying to get
next
back
for the
into that
Twins,
dugout. But he's still in a good
Ryan
spot. He's
Jeffers.
just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Throw to first. Buxton back in there. Jeffers in the box
Ball.
here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Now the 2-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Kremer picks over. Buxton gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Buxton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Check swing, called strike. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a rule. Well,
got him.
for strike 3 there at the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news
Again,
around the league.
congratulations, Cal Raleigh, on 100 home runs. Nice to see Ezekiel Tovar coming out of his slump. And Ranger Suarez pitching well for the Phillies. Man, they just seem to have pitching out the wazoo.
Foul ball there. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can
Mullins flies out the left.
Squeezes it, and there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over.
See, this is going to be a nail-biter type game.
Gunnar Henderson.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And it's fouled away.
Foul ball. Probably a little bit early.
2 down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right center field. Buxton moving under this one. And that is that. Welcome back.
Leading off
Quite
for
the pitcher's
Minnesota,
duel so
left
far. Here's
fielder,
how the starters
Trevor
have
Garner.
performed up to this point.
Trevor Larnach.
Back to work. In first strike. 0-1.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field.
I would say his max is 75 to 80 pitches.
That's a ball.
And then skips in the dirt. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Up the middle. Throws the first.
Hits right into the shift.
Up 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball
Now
out of the
batting,
air. Lets the
second
defense
baseman,
work behind him
Edouard
with another ground
Julien.
ball. Good execution.
Julian.
1 ball, no
in the
strike.
box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Kremer
Edouard
ready to fire
Julien.
now. In the air, left field, Kerstad.
Kerstad's there.
That's out number
Got it.
2. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro.
Now batting, designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Down, nobody on. We're at the top of the 5th. And there's a ball. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And that's just foul. 2 out, space is empty. And they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Comes up empty as he
got him.
That one in the dirt. Gets straight onto first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 3 and the Twins 2.
Pitching for
Back
Minnesota.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and
Number
taking over on the
66.
mound. Jorge out.
Still pretty early in the ballgame, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
I think I'm going to go Aiken.
Come on now, let's go.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Buxton sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. Jordan Westberg now at the plate. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone
Base hit.
maybe above average.
6 for 11 in the series.
Through base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Gary Sanchez now.
Catcher Gary Sanchez.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Outside low, 1-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
2-2.
In the dirt. And that's
Full
off
count.
the inside edge. And now 3-2. And ball four to
Take your
aboard.
base.
Second walk for Gary Sanchez.
Base percentage right there. Walk number
Now
3,
batting.
and the free backs
Left
keep
fielder.
on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
The next to hit for the Orioles. That one
That's
close,
ball.
ruled a ball. And that is ball 1.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think
1-1.
about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And a count 1-2. Westberg at second. One gone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Ryan
Now
Mountcastle.
batting. First baseman.
Come on, Ryan.
Mountcastle.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that
No ball.
keyhole.
1 strike.
Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a base hit.
Base hit.
Oh,
Here comes the third run driven in by Mountcastle today. Orioles up 4-2.
4-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. That one fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Right through there for a strike.
One, two.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
Let's go.
Popped up.
And it's going to drop. And it is now 5-2 Orioles.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he picked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Both 2 in this one. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Last half of inning number 5. Stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. And that misses. And it's 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat, you jog back to the dugout.
2-2. And that one
That's
up
a ball.
and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Count is full.
Come on. Come on, Holiday.
And that'll
Ball
load the
full.
bases.
Runner, take your base.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a
Now
walk,
batting,
Boog.
center
So
fielder,
next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins.
Mullins.
There's the strike.
Then he really sells the changeup
0-1.
with that arm action.
Swinging a foul out of play. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 5 innings complete. It's the Orioles 5 and the Twins 2.
There we go.
Now pitching
We're
for the
back,
Orioles.
and they make a change to start the 6th.
Number
The new
45.
pitcher, Keegan Aiken.
And one thing on him,
Aiken.
he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take.
Give me 1 moment.
In the box again, takes the strike. Next offering is fouled back.
All right, I am back.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, at the distance. but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Much different
Now
result.
on at the top of the sixth.
Good slider inside right there.
Now
Batter
batting,
fighting to get there, just rolled
Carlos
over it and got the
Correa.
ground ball.
Here's Carlos Correa. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And a strike. Aiken in his 5th season, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Bases empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just missed. That one inside. It's 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer it.
Got him.
Catch up to the heater.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. That was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
The next offer misses, and it's 2-1. Fly ball down the line. Cowser on his way over, and he makes the catch.
Cowser got it.
And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 5 and the Twins 2.
Pitching for
Back
Minnesota.
down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Cole Sam.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Cole Sands.
Henderson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and it's in time.
Nice recovery at second base.
Play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Designated hitter.
Adley Rutschman will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Lifted in the air down the left side. Larnach on the move. Pulls it in for the out. And 2 outs, bases empty. Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Jordan
Westberg.
And first offering is fouled off.
Second on the team now in hits with 40.
One and two.
Base hit.
Ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Can't get this guy out right now.
Keeps it going.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now 2 aboard.
Okay. Traffic on the bases now for Kerstad.
First pitch just misses. Westberg, the lead runner out at second. Sanchez at first, 2 out of the inning. Out to short, Correa. Off balance throw, in time. Out number 3. So they strand a pair. We're through 6 full. It's the Orioles 5 Welcome back as we
Leading off
take a
for
look at their
Minnesota,
upcoming schedule.
right
They got
fielder,
3 against the
Matt
Brewers,
Palmer.
3 against the Guardians, and then they're off on Thursday. I believe.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next pitch
Ball.
is downstairs.
3-0.
That clips the corner.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work,
That's
shorten
ball
up that
4.
swing
Take
a little
your
bit,
base.
do whatever it takes to get on base.
And now
Up
the center
next,
fielder,
Minnesota,
Byron Buxton.
center fielder,
Pretty easy
Byron
walk right
Buxton.
there. Last
Here comes the skipper.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 78. Yannick.
On the line, base hit.
No.
Their first hit since the first inning.
That is their first hit, as you just heard the commentator say. First hit since the first inning.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. With the tying run at the plate, you're in the top half of inning number 7.
Got him.
It misses, it's a strikeout.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that
Now
punch out.
batting,
Left
left
before,
fielder,
just
Trevor
caught the
Lawrence.
zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
And now it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
The last thing he
Zero
wants
balls,
is to
one
hit
strike.
the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches.
That right there's what should happen when you
For a double play in this spot.
0-2.
Way outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a follow-up. You get that out.
Oh, he gloves it. And now for the Twins,
Now batting,
Edouard
second
Julien.
baseman, Edouard Julien.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. Fires to the plate, but it's offline.
He's
He
safe.
will score.
Okay.
First and
Up
second.
next for the
2
Twins,
outs.
the
Willie
designated
Castro
hitter,
digs
Willie
in now.
Castro.
I will be so happy when I don't have to see Edouard Julien anymore.
They get the force. That ends the inning, and they let it again. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5. We're back in a new picture here to start the bottom of the 7th. Cologne.
Well,
Now
I got to
pitching
think he
for
probably has
Minnesota,
a little extra in the tank
Number
facing his
54.
former team, and there's not a
Danny
player in the
Coulomb.
league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws
Ball.
Up and in, and the count even 1-1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Justin Topa appears to be getting loose.
At the Topa Cabana.
And that one fouled off.
It's 5-3.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And down on strikes he goes, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far.
Excuse me. Come on, Jackson. I would like to get that run back.
Relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Holiday
0-1.
now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That one's
1 ball, 1
upstairs,
strike.
ball one. 2 down, nobody on. You're the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Two outs. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Nothing doing this time around.
Man, I miss Danny Colon.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back and a new
Orioles.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sir
Number
Anthony
56.
Dominguez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now Correa up to hit. That one
No,
missing
that's
inside.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing in the middle.
1 and 2's the count.
Got him.
First out in the top of the 8th. Here's Royce Lewis. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that's in there at speed. With the tying run at the plate, we're at the top of the 8th.
No, that's
off
it.
the inside corner. And it's 1-1. And a slider in there for a strike. The tying run at the plate. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hooks and misses, gets a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch. Leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So I've been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
That's foul.
Now here is Matt Waller. Next one
Ball,
misses.
out.
1 ball, 1 strike. Miranda off of first with 2 away. Gets the outside corner with that one. In the air, right side. Cowser.
Cowser will have it.
And that is that. 1 left for Minnesota. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Pitching for
Back now,
Minnesota.
new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
48.
bottom of the 8th. Justin Topa.
Justin Topa.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
That one down the
Foul
line.
ball.
At the
and it goes
Topa.
just foul.
Copacabana.
Here comes the 0-1. And strike 2. Foul ball still 0-2. Ball 1 there.
1-2.
That one
2-2.
not close. Ball 2. Way
Got a full count.
inside. Hard hit left side. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Even if the shift hadn't been on, Correa probably gets to that ball.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the bullpen. Yohan Duran, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Stewart, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. Nice grab. Over to first.
Nice play by Royce Lewis.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Adley Rutschman.
Two down, base is empty. Adley Rutschman now at the plate. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out. Swing and a ground ball.
That's foul.
And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that's down and away.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. And he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Nice 2-out double. Now let's see if Jordan Westburg can bring him home.
Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses the
1-1.
zone, and the count is 1-1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Come on, Westy.
Man on second, 2 down. That misses.
2-2.
And the count now even up. Breaking ball
Count is
misses
full.
down and away. So now 2 on
Second base, ball 4.
and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of
Now
tells you that
batting.
that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Sanchez
Ball.
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
1-1.
2 on, 2 outs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Come on.
The 1-2 misses
That
just
missed. That's a
off
ball.
the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2
Getting
and 2.
squeezed a little bit here late.
Got it swinging. Inning over. 2 left on. Great
Unbelievable. Here comes the mountain. Closing time.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Orioles.
and here comes the closer, Felix
Number
Bautista.
74.
He has a great slider with tons of movement. Byron Buxton getting ready to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that ball.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift.
3-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
And that one lifted in the air center field.
Mullins is going to be there. 1 out.
Mullins settles under and makes the catch. 1 away. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Now
Pretty
that
good strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Yeah.
Through there for a strike. Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever
That's the
get
ball.
used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
That misses
Ball.
the zone, and it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Kerstad sizes this one up.
Got it.
And it's caught for the out. So it's their last chance in this one.
Now that
Down the left fielder, Trevor Lawrence.
Lawrence.
That
One
one
ball,
misses.
no strike.
And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. You're at the top of the 9th. Next offering
2-1.
way off the plate. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul. 1 strike away. Ripped up into the second.
Holiday's there. Throws it to Mountcastle. And the Orioles sweep the Minnesota Twins
Here in front of the
to
home
run their record to a game over 500.
Playing at home, everything feels good right now. This is the type
This might be one of the best team wins
a nice, long
the Orioles have had all season.
able to do it in the next game.
The 5-3 final score in this one. As the
Dean Kremer goes to 3-1.
Chris Singleton
Felix
and Ryan
Bautista
Tucker
gets save number 10.
here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Let's go. I want to break free. Three in a row for the Orioles. Player of the game is Dean Kremer. Had a rough first inning, but then basically completely settled down. And the bullpen backed him up well. Keegan Aiken did get charged with a run. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1,300 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Can't get there without you. Leave comments. Let me know what you like and what you don't like. What you'd like to see different. See you next time. Oh, no.